Have you ever wondered why some women choose to engage in oral sex with their husbands? This intimate act goes beyond physical pleasure, touching on deeper themes of trust, emotional closeness, and the unique ways in which couples express love. In today's video, we're diving into the often misunderstood world of intimacy, where vulnerability meets desire. Stay with me until the end, because you'll discover insights that could transform how you view not just intimacy, but the connection you share with your partner. These revelations might just change your perspective on relationships forever. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Hello, my amazing friends, and welcome back to another thought-provoking and insightful video where we uncover the deeper layers of intimacy and relationships. Today, we're going to explore a subject that, while often misunderstood, is a vital part of many relationships: why some women choose to engage in oral sex with their husbands. I encourage you to stick with me until the very end, because what I'm about to share might just change your perspective and give you insights that you didn't expect. This is a topic that speaks to the heart of human connection, and I'm so excited to dive into it with you. Women who actively choose to perform oral sex with their partners are engaging in one of the most intimate and profound expressions of love and vulnerability. This act isn't simply about physical pleasure. It's an incredibly meaningful gesture that communicates trust, emotional closeness, and a desire to bond on a deeper level. When a woman embraces this part of her relationship, she's often doing so because it strengthens the emotional and physical bond between her and her partner. It's a way of nurturing the connection they share, showing that she values not only the relationship, but also the pleasure and well-being of her partner. From my personal perspective, this choice is a powerful and beautiful expression of love and commitment. When a woman willingly engages in this intimate act, she's showing her partner that their happiness and satisfaction matter deeply to her. It's a gesture that goes far beyond physical gratification. It's about giving a part of herself in a vulnerable, yet meaningful way. There's something incredibly touching about that. It reflects the trust, respect, and emotional intimacy that form the very foundation of a healthy and thriving relationship. I believe that when a woman is willing to open herself up to this level of closeness, she's communicating on a level that words simply cannot reach. She's saying, "I trust you, I care for you, and I want to deepen the love we share." It's a testament to the strength of the bond between the couple, a bond that is based not only on physical connection, but on mutual respect, affection, and the shared journey of life. So, as we explore this deeply intimate topic, remember that intimacy is not defined by any single act, but by the love, trust, and care that flow through the relationship. Whether it involves oral sex or other expressions of affection, what matters most is the emotional connection and respect between two people who are truly invested in each other's happiness. Let's continue to cherish and celebrate these moments of closeness that make our relationships so much more meaningful. In many relationships, oral sex can evolve into a truly beautiful expression of mutual love, care, and connection. It goes far beyond simple physical gratification and becomes a profound act of giving and receiving that represents the deep affection and respect partners have for each other. When two people engage in this intimate act with love, tenderness, and mutual consent, it speaks volumes about their willingness to prioritize each other's happiness and well-being. This kind of connection, when shared freely and with trust, can strengthen the emotional bond between a couple in ways that transcend the act itself, bringing them closer not only physically, but also emotionally. It's not just about the momentary pleasure, but about the ongoing commitment to nurturing the love and trust that sustains the relationship. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. For many, oral sex is a way of showing their partner that they are attuned to their needs, desires, and happiness. It's about creating a shared experience where both individuals feel valued and understood. The act itself can become a powerful form of communication, one that speaks to the care and affection that each person holds for the other. It's a moment where the focus is not just on physical satisfaction, but on the emotional fulfillment that comes from giving pleasure to someone you care deeply about. This kind of intimate exchange can foster a deeper connection, allowing couples to explore new levels of emotional intimacy that might not have been possible before. In my opinion, one of the most essential aspects of engaging in any intimate act, including oral sex, is the establishment of open and honest communication between partners. Without the ability to freely talk about desires, preferences, and boundaries, it becomes difficult to build the trust needed for a truly fulfilling sexual relationship. From what I've observed, couples who are able to openly discuss these aspects of their relationship tend to have stronger, more harmonious connections, not just in the bedroom, but in all aspects of their lives. When both partners feel safe and respected, the relationship becomes a place where they can be vulnerable, express themselves without fear, and explore intimacy in a way that is genuine and meaningful. This openness creates a foundation of trust that allows for a more fulfilling and enriching connection. Trust is the bedrock of any relationship, and in the context of oral sex, it's especially important. Engaging in such an intimate act requires both partners to feel completely comfortable with each other. When there's an atmosphere of trust and respect, the experience can be incredibly rewarding. It's not just about what happens physically, but about the emotional closeness that can emerge when two people are willing to be vulnerable with one another. Oral sex, like any form of intimacy, is most meaningful when it's shared in a space where both partners feel safe, heard, and respected. I've found that couples who make communication a priority in their relationship, especially when it comes to intimacy, are often more satisfied with their overall connection. This doesn't just apply to sexual intimacy, but to the relationship as a whole. When both partners feel free to express their needs and boundaries without fear of judgment, they create a partnership built on mutual understanding and respect. In turn, this fosters a deeper emotional connection that enhances the physical intimacy between them. Oral sex, when approached with this level of communication and respect, becomes more than just a physical act. It becomes a way to express love, trust, and care for one another. Moreover, oral sex can serve as a way for couples to explore each other's needs and desires in a way that strengthens their bond. When approached with respect and genuine care, it can become a deeply emotional experience, one that helps couples feel closer and more secure in their relationship. It's a chance for both partners to demonstrate their willingness to put each other's happiness first, creating an environment where love, trust, and intimacy flourish. This kind of connection goes beyond the physical, allowing couples to connect on a much deeper level, both emotionally and psychologically. It's important to remember that every couple is different, and what works for one might not work for another. Some may find oral sex to be an integral part of their relationship, while others may not. And that's okay. What's most important is that both partners feel comfortable and respected in whatever form of intimacy they choose to share. Consent, mutual respect, and open communication are the keys to a healthy sexual relationship. Without these elements, intimacy can feel forced or unbalanced, but with them, it becomes a space where both partners can grow closer, strengthen their bond, and nurture the love they share. In conclusion, oral sex, when approached with mutual respect, consent, and care, has the potential to significantly deepen the emotional and physical connection between partners. It's not just about the physical pleasure, but about creating a shared experience where both people feel valued, appreciated, and connected. This kind of intimacy allows couples to communicate in a way that goes beyond words, fostering a deeper emotional bond that brings them closer together. The act itself becomes a reflection of the love, care, and trust that form the foundation of a healthy relationship. In my view, every intimate moment is an opportunity to strengthen the bond between partners. Whether it involves oral sex or another form of affection, what matters most is that both people feel loved, respected, and understood. When couples approach their intimate lives with open hearts, clear communication, and genuine care for one another, they create a relationship that can weather any storm. Ultimately, intimacy is about much more than physical acts. It's about the emotional connection that allows two people to truly understand and appreciate each other on the deepest level. Ensuring mutual consent in any sexual relationship is not just a key consideration. It's the absolute foundation upon which trust and emotional security are built. Consent is far more than a simple yes or no at the beginning of an experience. It's an ongoing, dynamic dialogue that invites both partners to share their boundaries, desires, and preferences openly and without hesitation. This kind of honest and respectful communication creates an environment where each person feels completely safe, valued, and heard. In my opinion, the beauty of intimacy is that it thrives on mutual understanding, where both partners are attuned to each other's comfort and desires. This continuous conversation around consent strengthens the emotional connection, allowing the relationship to grow in a healthy and loving way. For many women, choosing to engage in sexual activities like oral sex can be an empowering experience. There's something incredibly liberating about taking an active role in your partner's pleasure, being in control of that intimate moment, and knowing that you are contributing to their happiness. This isn't just about providing satisfaction for the other person. It's about embracing one's own sexuality with confidence and curiosity. By actively participating in their partner's pleasure, many women find that they also become more in touch with their own desires and needs. They discover their own strengths and abilities, and that empowerment often radiates into other areas of their lives, boosting their confidence both in and out of the bedroom. For some, this sense of control and empowerment can be transformative, deepening the emotional and physical connection with their partner while enhancing their own self-awareness. In relationships, the principle of reciprocity plays a crucial role in building trust, love, and mutual satisfaction. In my view, one of the most beautiful aspects of intimacy is the act of giving pleasure to a partner. It can be incredibly fulfilling to see your partner happy, relaxed, and appreciated. But just as important is the ability to receive pleasure in return. It's this balanced exchange of giving and receiving that nurtures a deeper emotional bond between partners, creating a cycle of love, affection, and mutual fulfillment. Many women, for instance, take great joy in knowing that their actions contribute to their partner's happiness, but they also cherish the moments when they feel valued and cared for in return. This reciprocal dynamic fosters a sense of equality in the relationship, where both partners feel supported and satisfied emotionally, physically, and mentally. However, it's equally important to recognize that not all couples may feel that oral sex is a part of their intimate dynamic, and that's perfectly okay. Every relationship is unique, shaped by the individual preferences, values, and desires of both partners. Some couples may find that this form of intimacy resonates deeply with them, while others may not. And that's something to be celebrated. The true beauty of any relationship lies in its ability to adapt to the needs of both people involved, without judgment or pressure to conform to any particular standard. What works for one couple may not work for another, and that diversity is part of what makes each relationship so special and meaningful. It's essential that both partners respect each other's preferences and boundaries and feel free to explore what feels right for them. Tailoring intimacy to suit the unique connection between two people is far more important than following any set formula. Whether oral sex is a part of that intimacy or not, what truly matters is that both individuals feel valued, understood, and comfortable. Consent, mutual respect, and open communication will always be the guiding principles that lead to a healthy, loving, and fulfilling relationship. Ultimately, relationships are not defined by a checklist of intimate acts, but by the emotional connection and trust that partners build together. By fostering an environment of openness, respect, and reciprocal love, couples can create a lasting bond that honors each person's individuality while celebrating their shared experiences. In my view, intimacy, whether it involves oral sex or not, should always be rooted in mutual understanding, where both partners are free to express their desires and boundaries without fear. This is the true essence of a loving, fulfilling partnership. At the core of any truly fulfilling relationship lies the ability to communicate openly and with respect. This is the foundation upon which trust, intimacy, and emotional closeness are built. Being able to have honest conversations about sexual preferences, needs, and boundaries is essential, as it allows both partners to feel genuinely connected and understood. It's not just about the physical aspects of the relationship, whether it involves oral sex or other forms of intimacy, but about the emotional connection that is fostered when both individuals feel heard, respected, and valued. When couples can engage in these dialogues without fear of judgment or rejection, it creates a safe space where they can explore their desires, knowing that their partner is there to support and understand them. This mutual respect lays the groundwork for deeper connection and greater satisfaction in every aspect of the relationship. In particular, oral sex, when practiced with love, mutual respect, and understanding, can serve as a powerful way to enhance both emotional and physical intimacy between two people. It goes beyond the realm of physical pleasure, symbolizing trust, vulnerability, and deep affection. When a couple engages in this act with open hearts and clear communication, it often becomes a meaningful expression of their bond. For many, oral sex is a way of demonstrating care for their partner's pleasure and happiness, and when both individuals feel secure in their relationship, it fosters an environment where they can explore their desires together, free from fear or discomfort. This practice, when rooted in mutual respect and consent, allows both partners to feel safe in expressing themselves, leading to a richer and more fulfilling connection. In my opinion, the beauty of oral sex, or any form of intimacy, lies in the fact that it's not just a physical act but a representation of the emotional closeness that two people share. When practiced with genuine care, it can bring a couple closer on levels that transcend mere physicality. It becomes a language of its own, communicating love, trust, and devotion in ways that words often cannot. Through this mutual vulnerability, couples often find that they grow stronger together, creating an emotional bridge that brings them closer. This kind of connection allows both individuals to feel valued and appreciated in ways that enrich their relationship. The trust that is built through this openness leads to a deeper understanding of each other's desires, making both emotional and physical intimacy more rewarding. Knowing that your partner respects your boundaries and is willing to explore what makes you feel comfortable creates a level of intimacy that goes far beyond the physical. It becomes a shared experience that strengthens the bond between partners, allowing their relationship to evolve in ways that are fulfilling on every level. One of the most important aspects of any intimate act, including oral sex, is that it must always be grounded in mutual respect and consent. Each partner should feel free to express their preferences and desires, and just as importantly, their boundaries. This is what creates the foundation for a truly meaningful connection. Without this level of communication, intimacy can feel one-sided or pressured, but when both individuals feel respected and empowered to speak openly, it creates a dynamic where love and trust can flourish. In my experience, couples who prioritize these conversations are often more satisfied in their relationships because they are able to navigate their desires and boundaries together, ensuring that both partners feel fulfilled emotionally and physically. Oral sex, in particular, offers a unique opportunity for couples to deepen their emotional ties. It's not simply about physical pleasure, but about the trust and vulnerability that come with sharing such an intimate experience. When approached with mutual care and respect, this form of intimacy can elevate the relationship to new levels of closeness. It allows both individuals to feel seen, heard, and appreciated, which strengthens the emotional connection that is so crucial for long-lasting relationships. In conclusion, open and respectful communication is the heartbeat of any intimate relationship. Being able to discuss sexual preferences and boundaries freely creates an environment where both partners feel truly connected, both emotionally and physically. When a couple can engage in acts like oral sex with love, trust, and mutual understanding, it becomes more than just a physical experience. It transforms into a powerful expression of their emotional bond. This kind of intimacy can take relationships to new depths, reinforcing the love, care, and respect that keep partners connected in meaningful and lasting ways. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Beyond the immediate physical pleasure, oral sex offers numerous long-term benefits that go far beyond the bedroom, positively impacting a couple's emotional and sexual health. Studies have shown that reaching orgasm, which oral sex often helps facilitate, can significantly improve a person's overall mood by releasing feel-good hormones such as oxytocin and endorphins. These hormones act as natural stress relievers, helping to lower anxiety, foster relaxation, and create a sense of contentment. This reduction in stress not only boosts individual well-being, but also deepens the emotional connection between partners. Sharing such intimate moments can lead to a profound sense of closeness, helping both individuals feel more connected, understood, and secure in their relationship. This emotional bond is strengthened through acts of intimacy that involve trust and vulnerability, creating a shared sense of joy and satisfaction that nourishes the relationship. In my view, these intimate moments, whether they come through oral sex or other forms of affection, are about so much more than physical pleasure. They represent the building blocks of a relationship where both partners feel truly cherished and valued for who they are at their core. It's about creating a safe, loving environment where vulnerability is met with compassion and understanding, where boundaries are not only acknowledged but deeply respected. This, in turn, opens the door for both partners to explore their desires in a way that leaves them feeling fulfilled, appreciated, and closer to each other. True intimacy, at its heart, is not about the act itself, but the deep emotional connection that accompanies it. It's about the trust, love, and mutual respect that bind two people together and create a relationship that stands the test of time. When practiced with mutual respect, consent, and open communication, any form of intimacy, whether oral sex or another act of affection, can become a powerful tool for strengthening the bonds of love. Intimacy, in this context, becomes more than just a physical experience. It becomes an emotional language that speaks to the depth of connection between two people. These moments of closeness reflect the care, trust, and attention that both partners invest in one another. When a couple feels free to express themselves, explore their desires, and show affection without fear or hesitation. It lays the foundation for a relationship that is passionate, nurturing, and deeply fulfilling. In those intimate moments, when both partners feel truly seen, heard, and appreciated, it's not just about the pleasure. It's about reinforcing the emotional connection that keeps love alive and strong. This emotional closeness is what makes a relationship resilient. The act of giving and receiving, of showing vulnerability and meeting it with tenderness, strengthens the foundation of love and trust. It's about building a partnership that isn't just based on physical attraction, but is rooted in genuine care and mutual respect. When two people can open up to each other in this way, they create a space where their relationship can grow and evolve in a healthy, meaningful way. Ultimately, whether or not oral sex plays a role in a couple's intimate life, the most important thing is the love, respect, and understanding shared between partners. Every couple is unique, with different preferences and needs, and what works for one relationship may not work for another. And that's perfectly okay. What truly matters is that both partners are able to communicate openly and honestly, respecting each other's boundaries and desires. As long as there is a willingness to explore each other's needs with love and care, any couple can find their own path to a deeply fulfilling and long-lasting relationship. In conclusion, intimacy, whether it involves oral sex or other forms of affection, serves as a reflection of the deeper emotional connection that binds two people together. When approached with respect, trust, and open communication, these moments of closeness help to solidify the love and care that exist within the relationship. It's not about following any specific formula for intimacy, but about creating a space where both partners feel safe, valued, and free to express their true selves. This mutual understanding and care are what keep love alive, allowing the relationship to grow and flourish in ways that bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. It's essential to understand that oral sex can serve as a powerful avenue for couples to delve deeper into their sexual relationship, opening up new dimensions of intimacy and understanding. This type of physical connection invites both partners to discover sources of pleasure they may not have explored before, encouraging them to adopt a more adventurous approach to their shared experiences. By experimenting with different techniques, sensations, and approaches, couples can broaden their sexual repertoire and, in doing so, create an environment where mutual exploration leads to heightened excitement. The benefits go beyond just physical pleasure. This kind of open exploration fosters emotional growth as well. As partners learn more about what excites and satisfies one another, they cultivate a stronger emotional bond built on shared experiences and deeper understanding. This mutual journey can significantly enhance intimacy, fostering a closer, more fulfilling connection based on trust, vulnerability, and mutual pleasure. From my perspective, this journey of discovery and exploration is incredibly empowering for both individuals in a relationship. It's not merely about achieving physical satisfaction. It's about the trust that develops when two people allow themselves to be vulnerable with one another. By engaging in open-minded experimentation, couples create a safe space where they can express their desires and boundaries without fear or judgment. This level of openness deepens the emotional layers of the relationship, transforming intimacy into something far more meaningful. There is something profoundly beautiful about two people exploring each other's bodies, desires, and needs in a way that strengthens not only their physical connection, but also their emotional closeness. In my experience, vulnerability plays a key role in deepening emotional bonds within any relationship, especially when it comes to sexual intimacy. When partners allow themselves to be vulnerable with one another, it breaks down barriers and opens the door to greater emotional closeness. This vulnerability, when met with understanding and respect, reinforces the trust that forms the backbone of any healthy relationship. It's this openness that allows couples to feel truly connected on all levels, enhancing both their emotional and physical relationship. At its core, oral sex, much like any other form of intimate expression, is a profoundly personal experience that can be deeply meaningful for couples. It offers a unique opportunity to bond, both physically and emotionally, allowing partners to explore one another in ways that foster connection and understanding. For many, it represents a space where vulnerability and trust are at their peak, giving couples the chance to experience pleasure and emotional closeness simultaneously. It can deepen the bond that already exists, reinforcing feelings of love, affection, and loyalty. Yet, it's crucial to remember that it's not for everyone, and that's perfectly normal. What's truly important in any sexual relationship is that both individuals feel safe, valued, and respected. From my perspective, intimacy, whether it includes oral sex or not, should always prioritize the comfort and happiness of both partners. It's not about the specific acts themselves, but about the shared emotional experience that makes a couple feel closer. For some, engaging in oral sex can be a beautiful expression of love and trust, a way to communicate without words and to give each other pleasure in a meaningful way. But it's equally essential to acknowledge that not everyone shares the same desires or comfort levels, and that's completely okay. What matters is that partners have the courage and openness to communicate their feelings, preferences, and boundaries without fear of judgment. In any intimate relationship, the foundation should always be built on love, mutual respect, and open communication. Whether or not oral sex is part of that relationship is secondary to the deeper values that bind two people together. True intimacy doesn't come from the physical act itself, but from the emotional connection that allows two people to share themselves completely. In my opinion, when a couple can openly discuss their desires, needs, and boundaries, it not only strengthens their bond, but also creates an atmosphere of trust where both partners can explore what feels right for them. A relationship thrives on that level of openness, where each person feels seen, heard, and respected. For couples who do choose to include oral sex in their intimate lives, it can represent a powerful statement of trust and comfort. It's not just about physical pleasure, but about the willingness to be vulnerable with each other. When a woman chooses to engage in oral sex with her partner, she is often demonstrating a deep sense of confidence, not just in herself, but in her partner as well. She feels secure enough in the relationship to explore her sexuality in an honest and authentic way. This act can signal a profound level of emotional connection, one where she feels completely comfortable expressing her desires and needs without hesitation. In my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful aspects of a trusting relationship, when both partners feel so safe and connected that they can freely share their deepest vulnerabilities. It's important to note that whether or not oral sex is part of a couple's relationship, what truly matters is how they navigate their intimate lives together. The key to any healthy relationship is that both individuals feel loved, respected, and satisfied, not just physically, but emotionally as well. If both partners are willing to have open, honest conversations about their needs and desires, while also respecting each other's boundaries, they are likely to build a relationship that is not only strong but also deeply fulfilling. In my view, this kind of communication is the cornerstone of intimacy. Without it, even the most physically intimate moments can feel empty or disconnected. Ultimately, the essence of any intimate relationship lies in the shared love and respect between partners. Whether or not oral sex is a part of that dynamic is a personal choice, but what truly makes a relationship strong is the emotional connection and mutual care that underpins every interaction. As long as both partners are committed to each other's happiness and well-being, and they communicate openly about their desires and boundaries, the relationship will grow and flourish. There's something truly magical about two people who can create a safe, loving environment where they can both be their authentic selves without fear of judgment or rejection. In my opinion, when a woman chooses to engage in oral sex, she's often communicating a great deal about how she feels in the relationship. It's a signal of deep trust, emotional connection, and confidence. She feels secure enough to be vulnerable and to share her desires in a way that strengthens the bond with her partner. This kind of vulnerability, to me, is the heart of intimacy. It's what allows couples to grow closer, not just physically but emotionally as well. It's a reminder that true intimacy is not about specific acts but about the love, trust, and respect that couples share with each other. In conclusion, oral sex, like any intimate act, is ultimately about what feels right for the couple. It's not for everyone, and that's completely fine. What truly matters is that both partners feel comfortable, respected, and emotionally connected. Through open communication, mutual understanding, and a commitment to each other's well-being, couples can create a deeply satisfying and loving relationship, one that stands the test of time. It's not about what you do together, but how you make each other feel, valued, loved, and cared for in every way. True intimacy comes from the heart, and when that emotional connection is strong, everything else falls into place. Moreover, performing oral sex can be a beautiful expression of love, desire, and care for one's partner. When a woman dedicates herself to bringing her partner pleasure in such an intimate way, it demonstrates not only a deep affection but also a genuine concern for his satisfaction and well-being. This act of giving can foster an incredible emotional bond between the couple, allowing them to experience a heightened sense of closeness. It's not just about physical pleasure. It's about creating an environment of trust where both partners feel cared for and valued on a deeper level. In my view, when a woman takes this step, it shows her partner that she truly cherishes his happiness, making their connection even more profound. Additionally, there's a powerful element of empowerment that many women can experience through acts like oral sex. By being in control of their partner's pleasure, women can feel more confident in their sexual abilities, which in turn can boost their self-esteem. This empowerment is more than just physical. It's an emotional and psychological understanding of their own desires and capabilities. When a woman feels confident in her sexuality, she's able to approach intimate moments with openness and curiosity, creating a more satisfying and enjoyable experience for both herself and her partner. I believe this sense of ownership over one's sexuality is crucial in fostering a healthy and positive sexual life, where both partners feel empowered and fulfilled. Of course, it's important to emphasize that every relationship is unique, and what works for one couple might not work for another. Sexual intimacy, including oral sex, is a deeply personal choice that should always be approached with respect for each partner's boundaries. No one should ever feel pressured into doing something they are uncomfortable with. The beauty of a strong relationship lies in mutual respect and understanding. As long as both individuals feel safe, respected, and consensually engaged in their sexual experiences, the relationship can flourish. A strong emotional and physical connection can only grow when both partners are genuinely comfortable with the dynamics they've established. From my perspective, open and honest communication is the foundation of a satisfying sexual relationship. Couples who openly discuss their preferences, boundaries, and desires tend to have more fulfilling, intimate lives. When both partners feel heard and valued, it leads to a stronger sense of harmony and trust within the relationship. This kind of dialogue ensures that neither partner is left feeling neglected or misunderstood, which is key to maintaining a deep emotional connection. In my experience, when couples make it a priority to regularly talk about their needs and boundaries, they often find that their relationship, both in and out of the bedroom, becomes much more rewarding and balanced. Exploring sexual activities, such as oral sex, can serve as a way to deepen the emotional connection between partners. This type of intimacy, when approached with mutual respect and consent, can allow couples to feel closer and more secure in their relationship. It's not just about exploring physical pleasure. It's about creating a space where both partners feel safe to express their desires and vulnerabilities. This level of emotional closeness can lead to more open communication about all aspects of life, strengthening the partnership in ways that go beyond the physical. In my view, oral sex, when embraced with mutual trust, respect, and consent, can be a powerful way to enhance intimacy within a relationship. It offers a unique opportunity for couples to express their love, dedication, and care for one another in a deeply personal way. The act itself is not just about physical satisfaction. It's about fostering a deeper emotional connection that brings two people closer together. When both partners are willing to communicate openly about their needs and desires, this practice can become a meaningful part of a healthy, loving relationship. Ultimately, I believe that the key to a strong and fulfilling relationship lies in mutual respect, open communication, and a genuine willingness to prioritize each other's happiness and well-being. When intimacy is approached with these values in mind, couples can experience a deep and lasting connection that nourishes both their physical and emotional needs. What have you learned from today's discussion about intimacy, trust, and the ways we connect with our partners? I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on one thing that resonated with you and how you might apply it in your own life. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please leave your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support helps us continue exploring these important topics. Thank you so much for watching.